check the quality here.
Yes, sir. All ripe.
Good. Keep it consistent.
Good morning.
Good morning. Another fine day.
We also need more clean white and gold napkins for next week's banquet.
Yes, ma'am. I'll make sure they're ready.
The House That Forbade Coffee. Writing by Helena, Seraphine, Roselain, based on a night dream. It is the year 1900. A young woman has just been hired as a maid in a grand estate. The master of the house is the owner of a vast coffee plantation which stretches behind the mansion, along with a small grinder and processing factory.
Keep it up, lads! No slack! Keep the fire steady now! Stack 'em tight, no spills! Fasten our rows, lads! Harvest every last bean before the light fades! Keep the pace steady, men! Fill those sacks!
As she walks toward the entrance gate with only a small suitcase in hand, the scent of roasted coffee hangs in the air, strong, earthy, but strangely comforting. She pauses for a moment to take in the workers in the field, picking ripe beans from low bushes. Others heave heavy burlap sacks onto wagons destined for the town, restaurants and wealthy families. The work looks exhausting, yet meaningful. The mansion itself has the charm of a Tuscan villa. 2 floors, creamy walls, a black tiled roof, and rows of shuttered windows. There's a quiet elegance about it. She knocks gently at the front door. The head maid answers, greets her with polite formality.
Good morning. I'm the new maid.
Good morning. I have been expecting you. Please come in.
And offers a short tour of the mansion. At the heart of the house is an open-air courtyard, which might once have been a garden. Now it lies barren. The grass is scorched, flowers long dead, and the central fountain dry and cracked. The head maid hands her uniform and outlines the rules and duties of the house. One rule in particular strikes her as strange.
Under no circumstances are you to serve the master coffee.
Confused, she asks.
Is this due to a medical condition or addiction?
She replies flatly.
No one really knows the reason. We only know what happened. Years ago, when the master was a young man, an older woman came to visit. No one knew her. They spoke in private, and after she left, the master made a solemn declaration. He would never drink coffee again.
Since she arrived, she's never seen the master's face. He keeps to his office, buried in paperwork, always busy, always hidden. But every day, like clockwork, a desperate cry echoes through the halls.
Coffee! Coffee! Coffee!
There are days when the shouting turns to sobbing. They hear the crash of overturned furniture, the thud of thrown books. He weeps, screams, yet he never touches a drop.
Coffee! Coffee! Coffee!
Strangely, no one in the house
Chives
reacts.
are ready for the eggs.
The cooks
Good.
continue chopping
Porridge is
vegetables.
simmering.
The maids keep sweeping floors. The master's agony is treated like background noise, a ghost haunting the hallways. Then, one morning, as she stands in the kitchen, the cries begin again, louder this time.
Coffee! 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 Coffee!
And still, no one flinches.
Coffee! 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 Coffees!
The head maid instructs her to deliver the master's breakfast tray.
This morning, you will deliver the master's breakfast tray when he's ready. He is in his office today.
She waits as the cooks finish preparing it. Eggs, toast, hot water for tea. She glances up at the cupboard above the stove. A small container of instant coffee powder sits untouched. She doesn't think, just acts. Quietly, she unscrews the lid and mixes a couple of spoonfuls into the steaming cup meant for tea, and prepares to leave. But before she makes it past the doorway, the head maid stops her.
Turn around!
She says coldly. She does. The head maid approaches and eyes the tray. The moment she sees the cup, her expression hardens.
What were you thinking?
She demands.
I was thinking that I don't understand how you can all stand by and let him suffer like this. He owns the fields, the beans, this entire estate. It's his right to have a cup of coffee.
The young maid says, keeping her voice steady. The head maid's face is unreadable. Then she says,
Go ahead. But when you return, gather your things. You're dismissed!
Her heart pounds, but she nods. There's no turning back. She walks the long hall toward the master's office. Her palms are sweating as she balances the tray. She knocks, barely a whisper, hoping he won't hear. But he does.
Come in.
He says. She enters. He's seated behind a grand desk, mountains of paper stacked before him. He doesn't look up.
Set it on the table.
She does. She starts to leave slowly, but he speaks again.
Wait. Close the door.
She obeys, quietly shutting the door behind her. She stands still, eyes cast downward, ashamed and afraid. He rises from his chair and walks to the tray. He spots the cup immediately.
This isn't tea.
He says quietly, almost in disbelief.
I know. Master.
She replies.
Why did you do this?
He asks. She takes a breath.
Because you have the right to drink the fruit of your own labour, you shouldn't have to suffer. No one should be denied something that is their own.
Slowly, she lifts her eyes to look at him and sees him clearly for the first time. He's tall, well-dressed, and heartbreakingly handsome. But more than that, his face is kind and worn. A man who has suffered deeply. He turns away and begins to weep. Softly, silently. For nearly a minute, the room is still. Then he turns back to her, tears still glistening in his eyes. He says,
They told you the story, but not the truth. That woman, she wasn't a stranger. She was like a second mother to me, a wise counselor. When I was young, I was arrogant.
Your behavior is unacceptable.
I see nothing wrong.
You are spoiled and conceited.
I am simply superior.
I believed I could buy anything, even love. She warned me otherwise. She gave me a challenge to never drink the fruit of my labor until someone of her own will broke the rule for me, not out of pity, not by order, but out of compassion and strength. She said that only then would I meet a woman worthy to be my wife. One who is brave and kind and able to humble me, not with force, but with love. The rule was to be kept secret. No one else was to know. For years, I waited. And waited. I hosted banquets, parties, coffee was served in golden cups, but none dared break the unspoken rule.
So owns the largest coffee plantation in the colony, yet he cannot drink a single cup. They say it's a family curse or a guilty conscience.
Some found it amusing. Others pitied me. But no one crossed the line.
He looks down at the cup in disbelief.
15 years passed. I gave up hope. And then today,
He steps toward her, his eyes searching hers.
you broke the rule. You have freed me from a vow I thought would never be lifted. You've shown me the heart that woman knew I needed to find. The only question left is, will you marry me?
She stares at him, speechless, until tears blur her vision. She nods.
Yes.
She whispers. His face breaks into a smile, radiant and boyish, like the sun breaking through years of clouds. Overwhelmed, he falls to his knees, pressing soft kisses to the hem of her skirt. She kneels down, he takes her face in his hands and kisses her gently. For the first time, the mansion feels alive. And outside, the scent of fresh coffee fills the air like a promise fulfilled.